Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today I'm going to be reviewing a tinted moisturizer from theBalm. This is the Balm Shelter Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 18. You guys know I love a good tinted moisturizer. I've been kind of on the hunt for like the perfect tinted moisturizer, BB cream type product. I especially love them in the summer. I also love them in the winter, pretty much any time of year. I would really rather reach for like a lighter coverage product like this as opposed to a heavy foundation. So when I saw that theBalm was on HauteLook a few weeks ago, I think it was over a month ago now actually, I knew I wanted to pick this up. I also got their Mad Lash mascara because I'd heard really good things about it, although I haven't opened that yet because I'm still finishing up my other mascara. But I'd heard really good things about this, and since it was on sale, I figured it was a really good time to purchase it. I think it was probably 50% off, so I think I might have gotten it for around $15. Let's go ahead and get into some specifics about this product. So like I said a minute ago, it does have SPF 18 broad spectrum. It is defined as a tinted moisturizer. It comes in 7 shades. I have it in the lightest shade, which is called Lighter Than Light. This shade actually is a bit too light for me, but since it's a tinted moisturizer, it's a pretty sheer coverage product. Once it blends into the skin, it looks just fine. But that is really good news if you have paler skin than I do, because this will probably work for you. And then the rest of the 7 shades range from light to medium to very deep. So it's a good shade range. I know it's only 7 shades, but it's a good spectrum of shades. It's not like all light to medium shades. At full price, this is $25, and you get 2.15 fluid ounces, which is actually more than double the standard size of any kind of complexion product like this. Most tinted moisturizers and BB creams and foundations are around 1 fluid ounce. So you're getting more than double that, which is pretty awesome. So at full price, the cost per ounce is $11.63, which I would say is actually kind of like a drugstore price. And if you can get it on sale, which theBalm goes on sale on HauteLook quite often, they also have 50% off sales on their website periodically. If you can get it for half price, then you're getting basically like a $5 or $6 tinted moisturizer per ounce. So even though theBalm is a high-end brand, I don't feel like the cost of this is up there with other high-end products. So that makes me really happy. As far as where you can buy this, you can buy it, of course, on theBalm's website. theBalm is also sold at Kohl's. I don't actually ever really go into Kohl's stores, so I'm not sure if they have like their entire range of products in all Kohl's stores. Maybe someone can tell me. I need to check that out sometime, but I do know that it is available on Kohl's website as well. And apparently right now it's 50% off on there. So I would say don't buy this at full price because you can pretty frequently find it on sale. I also saw that it is sold on Walmart's website, but I have been a little bit wary of purchasing makeup products on Walmart's website just because I've heard that sometimes they sell fake products on there. I don't know how true that is, but I would prefer to purchase it either from theBalm's website or at Kohl's, or I actually purchased it on HauteLook. It's not always on HauteLook, but theBalm does go on sale on HauteLook pretty often. I'd say at least a few times a year, so definitely keep an eye out for it on there too. So the claims or the description of this product on the website is, it says, "This weightless, silky smooth tinted moisturizer with SPF 18 offers sun protection for everyday drama while helping to improve the look of your skin's tone and texture, leaving you with a polished complexion." So the claims aren't too crazy. It basically is just saying it's a tinted moisturizer with an SPF of 18. Personally, for me, I would not rely on this product alone or really any makeup product for all of my SPF, especially if it's only 18. Maybe if it had SPF 30 or greater, I would be more willing to trust it, but typically I do like to wear this over another SPF just because I like to make sure that I'm actually being fully protected from the sun. And I think they do recommend SPF 30 or greater, so especially if I'm going to be outside, I definitely like to make sure that I layer it over something else. I don't really go to a product like this specifically for the SPF. I really just want like a nice light base for my face, and I feel like the SPF is a nice bonus, but for me personally, I would not rely on this alone for that sun protection. So I am wearing this on my face right now underneath a lot of other makeup, but I'm really happy with the finish and the way that it looks. And I also really like the way that it wears throughout the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the demo so you can see how it applies, and then I will do a couple of check-ins throughout the day. I also want to say that in the demo, I am not wearing anything underneath this. I'm not wearing any primer or any other SPF. I know I said that I normally like to wear it over other SPF, but I wanted to show you how this performs on its own. So I just used this kind of as my daytime moisturizer and SPF just for the purposes of this video. And just to clarify, this is not a first impressions video. I've been testing out this product for several weeks now. I feel like I really do have a solid opinion of it at this point, so this is a full review. This is not a first impressions. Just wanted to clarify that. So let's get to the demo, and then we will do a couple of check-ins throughout the day just so you can kind of see how it wears on my skin. Alright, so getting into the demo, I am going to apply this on one side of my face, on the right side, with a brush. I'm just going to use my Wet n Wild flat top brush, and then on the other side I'm going to use my fingers. My personal favorite way to apply really any tinted moisturizer is with my fingers. I feel like that's all that's really necessary. I don't like to use a sponge because I feel like with something like this that's already pretty light coverage, I want to get as much coverage out of it as I can, and I feel like typically sponges will shear it out just a little bit too much for my preference. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna go ahead and squeeze some onto my fingers. First, I usually squeeze just like a little bit more than a pea-sized amount. I feel like that's enough, and I'm just gonna dot it all over. You can kind of see that this shade is just a bit too light for me. I actually am self-tanned now, so it's even lighter looking, but once I blend it out, it really looks just fine. But that is good news for anyone who has fairer skin than I do. This is the lightest shade in the range, but I feel like this would work for someone with very, very pale skin too. Alright, so there's the brush side. Blend it in. I'm going to do this side with my fingers. I'm going to itch. So as far as coverage, you can definitely still see my blemishes peeking through, acne scarring. I mean, you can still see my skin, but that's okay with me. I mean, for a tinted moisturizer, I don't expect a lot of coverage. I don't really want a lot of coverage out of a tinted moisturizer because I really just want like a nice light layer. And as far as the finish goes, I mean, I really don't think it looks very greasy at all. It doesn't look matte either. It's just kind of a nice, like, natural skin-like finish. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and then kind of show you what that finished product looks like, and then we will do some check-ins throughout the day. So there's the finished look. Just to go over the rest of what I used kind of as my face makeup, I did conceal and correct my under eyes with the Pixi Correction Concentrate in Brightening Peach and the Wet n Wild Photofocus Concealer. And then I did also use the Wet n Wild Photofocus Concealer on those blemishes just to kind of add a little bit more coverage. And I set the rest of my face with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof powder. So this is definitely a very mattifying powder, but I don't feel like my face was looking very oily after applying the tinted moisturizer at all, really. It didn't look dry and matte, but it didn't look super greasy like some tinted moisturizers look after you apply them. So, but this definitely did kind of just smooth everything out, mattify things. I am wearing some highlighter, so any shine that you're seeing on my face, at least right now, is from the highlighter. But that's the rest of the face makeup, just to kind of let you know what else is going on here. In case you couldn't already tell, I do really, really like this tinted moisturizer. I feel like it, you know, it doesn't give a lot of coverage, but that's not what I'm looking for in a tinted moisturizer. I feel like it just gives my skin a nice, smooth, kind of slightly evened out tone. I like the price point. I like that you're getting more than double what you would normally get in a tinted moisturizer. I like that the shade range is pretty good, even though it's only 7 shades. It's a nice kind of gradient from very pale to what appears to be very deep, at least from swatches on their website. So I'm happy with that. This is definitely going to be a go-to product for me throughout, I'm sure throughout the rest of the summer, because I really like this type of product in the summer. I can definitely see myself repurchasing it once it runs out too. So I'm going to probably do at least 2 check-ins throughout the day. So right now it's 12:53. I applied this around 12. I kind of dilly-dallied and took a while to get back on camera, but I applied it around 12, so hopefully I can get at least an 8-hour wear test, just to kind of show you what it looks like by the end of the day. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys probably in a few hours. Alright, hey everyone, it is just after 5 o'clock. I just got out of my Sunday yoga class, feeling good. So it's been about 5 hours since I applied my makeup. You can definitely see there is some oil peeking through on my nose. It's a really hot day today. I haven't really been outside a ton, but you know, a little oil peeking through, nothing that I find bothersome really. I don't really mind getting shiny throughout the day. Yeah, that's where we are right now. It's not really settling too badly into my smile lines, which is usually a problem for me, especially with higher coverage products. I usually don't have that problem too much with tinted moisturizers, so that's good. I think it's settled in just a little bit, you can see, but it's not terrible. So I'm pretty happy with the way it looks right now. I'll probably check in again around 8 or 9 tonight before I start getting ready for bed. So, but yeah, that's where we are right now. I'll talk to you guys in a few hours. Okay, hey guys, so it is around 8:45 p.m. now. We are almost 9 hours in. This is what we're looking like right now. I'm definitely a little bit shiny on my nose area, my forehead, the areas beside my nose, but other than that, I didn't blot my skin at all throughout the day. I feel like, you know, my skin still looks pretty even, and it still looks like skin. I don't feel like it's started to like break down weirdly or, you know, wear off on certain parts or enhance the appearance of texture on my skin. I know a lot of times products will kind of, you know, throughout the day they'll start showing more in your pores or they'll just start breaking apart more. I don't really feel like it's, you know, worn off at all. And I did yoga today. I've been running some errands and I've spent a little bit of time outside. So I feel like considering all of that, it looks pretty good. Like I said, I do have normal to oily skin this time of year. Right now it is like the dead of summer. I feel like, you know, with that in mind, I'm not surprised that I got a little bit oily. I think that if you have exceptionally oily skin, you might not like it as much. I mean, you definitely can expect to get a little bit shiny throughout the day. But if you have, you know, I'd say slightly oily all the way to dry skin, I feel like this is a good product. So let's just kind of recap. I like the shade range. I like that it has SPF 18. I wish the SPF was a little higher, but I usually wear this kind of product in conjunction with other SPF products anyway. I will say, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, it does have a very slight sunscreen smell, but nothing that I find bothersome. Light coverage, it does exactly what a tinted moisturizer is supposed to do. What else? Even though the shade is a little bit light for me, once I blend it into the skin, I think it looks just fine. But I think that if you have skin even fairer than mine, then this shade would also work really well for you. I know it only has 7 shades, but I think that since it is a sheer coverage product, that really isn't a huge problem, especially because it is still a nice spectrum of shades. It's not like all light to medium shades. You know, you've got a really light shade all the way to what appears to be a really, really deep shade and everything in between. So, but yeah, one other thing is that it doesn't oxidize on me, at least not that I've noticed. I did have an experience with a BB cream that I reviewed on my channel a few months ago. It was the Andalou Naturals 1000 Roses CC cream, actually it was a CC cream, but that oxidized terribly on me, and it only came in 2 shades. So I feel like this one from the Balm is definitely making me a lot happier than that Andalou Naturals one did. And I think I'm gonna be continuing to use this and enjoying it. I'll recommend it. I think it's a really good product, and I think that for the amount that you get and the price point, it's a pretty cost-effective product. So I can definitely see myself using this up and repurchasing it in the future. So yeah, this might be my new favorite tinted moisturizer. I feel like it just does everything that I want a tinted moisturizer to do, and it doesn't do anything that I don't like, so I'm happy with that. I also haven't noticed it breaking me out at all, but everyone's skin is different, so you know, you'll have to test it out for yourself. Anyway, I hope you guys found this review helpful. Let me know if you like this style of foundation reviews, because I mean, I enjoy doing them. It's almost kind of like a vlog style video. So anyway, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. Let me know what your favorite tinted moisturizer is down in the comments, because I always love to discover new products. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.